Don't know mind means don't know in the subject-object divided, instrumental, manipulative way of knowing. What is the way they want that normal people know? They know in a way of putting something in a box apart from themselves. Oh, that's a poem over there. Oh, that's a Van Gogh in that frame. I know it's a Van Gogh. I know how much it's worth in the auction market. I know when he painted it. He's like he used his ear wax for the thing. I know all about it. Don't know minds me not know in that way. And therefore, when you really know Van Gogh's painting, you go into the sunlit, starlit sky. You're there with him in the starlight. You know it because you enter it. You give up your insulated state of being the art connoisseur out there who went to see a Van Gogh. Why do you get so tired in museums? There's so many paintings. You go there like, okay, that's a Van Gogh. I know when he painted. That's a weird nude Greek. Oh, that's an Egyptian. And then, oh, okay, I know all about that. I'd much rather look at a book at home. Because you're just going from your concept to your concept. You're never leaving your concept. And so you don't know of that kind. You don't want to know where you are. You want to know, though. That means you really know by becoming. Like one of the artists there was saying, like Basho, the great poet, he said, if you want to write a poem about that, when you see the pine tree with the dew dripping off it in the moonlight in Sado Island in northern Japan, with the dew, the hoarfrost dripping and the dew dripping off that pine tree, then you have to become the pine tree. And then that some expression will emerge, which will be a haiku. But that will be the pine tree's gift to you. It won't be you, okay, that's a pine tree, I know what kind, I know where it is. I remember 17 haikus people wrote, I'll write a new haiku, blip, 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 and put it in, or I'll slip in some haiku somebody else wrote, That's what it is. It's you become the pine tree. And then the pine tree reaches out to other beings through you. And that's the art. That's upaya. Upaya. It wants to trick. Upaya can also simply mean a stratagem or a trick, not just always a method. And it's to trick someone. And what do you have to trick? You have to trick these beings who are swimming in an ocean of bliss. They are the ocean of bliss. It's one of them. Out of their insistence that they're like a freaked out yuppie about to get a bomb dropped on them by a terrorist. Therefore, they better preemptively bomb everybody else or elect people who will. Foolishly. You have to trick them into, oh, I'm so happy I could die. I'm so happy I could die. Oh, it's to die for. That hat you wore last week with the feather like that is to die for. What does that mean? That means it's so beautiful you give up clutching your life in some sort of constricted way. Right? What do you think? Yeah? So that's really nice. It's like they say, actually, it's not just even artists and cultures. They say, like Dogen, the great Zen master, says that the grasses and the trees teach the Dharma. The air, the wind, the breeze on your face teaches the Dharma. And the Pure Land is just a kind of fantasy about that. It's like in the Pure Land, there's a jeweled duck that comes there as you're sitting on your lotus. You're sitting on your jeweled lotus. And the jeweled duck comes and it opens his mouth to go quack like a duck does. But instead of quack, what comes out is, the unenlightened life is suffering. Cause of suffering is delusion. Cessation of suffering is nirvana. The path to nirvana is eightfold path. and then it quacks along the way. So you thought you were just going to watch a duck and hear a little quack, and instead you get like the Four Noble Truths. Or you get the teaching of selflessness. The breeze blow and the little jeweled bells on the throne of the Amitabha Buddha get tinkled by the breeze. And then the tinkling bells go, watch your absolute self. Be uncomfortable with your absolute self on your absolute lotus. Observe it and notice that whatever you see is a relative thing. And so keep chasing though, don't give up. Look for that absolute one because you feel it's there behind. So keep looking. Keep going, drilling through. And then just remember, everything you encounter is relative. Absolute means you'll never get it. So anyway, you eventually get tired of it and decide it's irrelevant. And you decide just to enjoy being relative.